Alright, now I know the timings on these aren't lined up, but greetings and salutations, whatever the fuck my intro is nowadays. It has no words in it. But I'm Okamizu as always, back with the not so long awaited, as promised on Christmas Eve, video in which I will be showcasing the team build of my very first team for the Johto tourney. Actually, that video didn't come out on Christmas Eve, it was just recorded on Christmas Eve. I had that video ready like 2 weeks in advance, so I was actually kind of happy with myself. Whereas this video that I'm recording right now has to go up right now, because it's Monday. It is the Monday before the first round of the tournament, which is when I decided to do all of my team builds. So on the Monday, there would be a team build, and then on the Wednesday, there would be the battle, and that would pretty much be the whole format for the entire tournament. Mike's video is not up yet. I don't know when it is going to be up. If it is going to be up at all tonight. I don't really know. He's usually better at being on time than I am, but we'll see. Now, the thing is, I already have my first Johto team completely built, completely playtested, and it's like 100% ready to go. I wasn't fucking around on this one. I got the team together. I actually did a good old-fashioned rain dance team. That was the first team I decided to make, and I know what you're thinking, dude, this is Gen 2. There's like literally no viable Pokemon in existence, and you are absolutely correct. There are no Pokemon in Gen 2. Like, literally, there are none. Like, I swear, this has been like by far the hardest, like, journey to build teams. I've only gotten one team, 1 out of 5, and like I won't necessarily need 5 if in fact, like I could just make 3, and if I beat Mike all 3 times in a row, then it doesn't even matter. But I still need to have the 5 because, of course, that's not the way this is gonna go. That's like foolish to assume. But I do have the rain dance team already to go. I think it's probably better than the one I made for the for the Kanto tourney, because Politoed has Drizzle, and that immediately makes it so much more overpowered, which is why I actually can't wait to do the Hoenn tourney, which it's happening. I'm gonna confirm it right now. The Hoenn tourney is happening in like 2020 probably. It might even happen before the end of 2019. I don't know. I've actually just gotten back into Showdown. You'll remember that somewhere along the way, the original 151 tournament, I think it was actually in the bonus video where I did that quick intro, which is what I used to like announce this tournament. I said that I was taking a break from Showdown for a while, and that kind of did last for like a few months now. And then I just came back and I was like, wait, this is like literally like the easiest source of video material, except for when I had to do these team builds, because then I have to use like 2 screen recorders and an editor, and then there's like 3 watermarks unless you do these crazy editing hacks. And I shouldn't be saying this out loud, but it's been 2 minutes and 41 seconds, and I gotta jump into this already, because I only have 15 minutes thanks to good old Screencast-O-Matic. So let's just hop straight into the team build. But as I was saying, Hoenn tourney is going to be great because I can use Pelipper, who also has Drizzle, and I can use Hurricane, and it's beautiful. Like, you can like set up like a Pelipper with like Scald, you can do like Hydro Pump, U-Turn, Hurricane, and Roost, I think would be a good move for that. And you could like literally just have like a non-stop, like, you could just have this weak little bird that sets up rain on switch in, and then it's like, oh, I'll take this out with like 1 hit, unless it's an electric attack. It's not gonna happen, trust me, because that thing's bulkier than it looks like. And you can have Roosting, and then you have like literally like 240 damage Hydro Pumps coming out, and you got Hurricane confusing everything anyway. So it's just like really nice. Now, if Showdown would cooperate and I would press the new team button and it would actually pop up with a new team, we could get somewhere on this video. But it's just kind of buffering for now, so more talking. Trigun OST Part 2, I don't know when that's gonna go up. I tried to get the whole thing in bulk. That's how I actually got the first one. I downloaded the entire soundtrack in bulk, and the website that I would normally use to do that is still around and everything, but the Trigun OST has like completely vanished from their sources. So I'm guessing that there's been another mass hysteria copyright infringement against all Trigun related material. Oh, nice, the page is being unresponsive. This is kind of funny. My Wi-Fi, we've got an extender, we've got an extension cords, and we have, like, run that thing right up the staircase, just outside. So, I have, like, 4 bars sitting where I am, in the ass crack of my room, between the 2 doors here, and then the rest of it's out that way. I don't think I've ever even recorded a video in this space before. Actually, no, that's not true. Facing against this wall is where I recorded the first ever Showdown battle that I did, and then facing, against this wall over there is where I did something or other a while ago. You can just fuck off. Well, in any event, we might be doing this a little bit differently. Because this vlogging footage right here is actually pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is completely unscripted. I was not about to write a script last second for this. And I had, like, all the time in the world to do it, sure, but why would I do that? That's just, like, convenient and smart. And I'm not doing that. So, this might be a, two different, footages here. Oh, never mind, we got it. 10 minutes to go, we got it down. So the most important part of a rain dance team, obviously, if it'll let me select my format. The format that we're using is Ubers, but this was playtested and overused because, like, I mean, you're not gonna run, like, if you go into overuse, then you start running into, like, teams full of legendaries, and honestly, like, none of the teams that Mike and I are building are gonna be, like, geared towards taking out a team of legendaries, because that's, like, what would you even do for that? You would have, like, Ho-Oh, Lugia, Celebi, and then the 3 legendary dogs or whatever. And, like, to be real with you, Chief, that's not even a good team. Like, honestly, there's, like, some type overlapping going in there, and honestly, that's just the try-hard strategy. So, like, listen to me if you're watching this. I know you're probably not, because you said that you didn't want to watch mine and I wouldn't watch yours, so we couldn't build our teams against each other. But, like, honestly, if you pull out a team with 3 or more legendaries on it, I'm taking you down, buddy. Like, real hard mode. Oh, it actually selected Ubers. Wow, that's convenient. I gotta pay attention here. Okay, so like I said, the first most important thing on a rain dance team is your rain dance setup. So generally, you want to have a Pokemon that has Drizzle, and there's only 2 of those in existence. One being Politoed, who's from Gen 2, despite evolving from a Pokemon from Gen 1. It's like we did with Weavile and with Scissor. They're Pokemon that came out in Gen 2, but evolved from Pokemon that came before them. Actually, no, Weavile came out in Gen 4. Sneasel came out in Gen 2. Yeah, that's how that works. Alright, but basically, Politoed, Gen 2 Pokemon. So Politoed is totally legal, which means that you get free Rain Dance because it has Drizzle. And then the only other Pokemon that has it is Pelipper, and Pelipper didn't always have it. I think Pelipper got it within, like, Gen 7 or 6, maybe? And that means that Politoed is, like, my only option for Rain Dancing here, unless you do the second option, which I also recommend. What in the fuck is going on here? The second option being to get a Pokemon with a really high speed. That way you can set up Rain Dance before being potentially one-hit KO'd. Normally, I use like a Voltorb or a Crobat. Crobat is viable for this generation because it's a Gen 2 Mon, but Voltorb is not because it is a Gen 1 Mon. So, no Voltorbs here, not that we need one because we have Politoed, so I'll probably just stick Rain Dance on one of the special attackers because there's like literally no physical attacking Swift Swimmers in Gen 2. Trust me, I tried. So for Politoed here, what I really want to do is just get a nice blend so that Politoed doesn't immediately have to switch out, because honestly, that's like, you could switch into something pretty dastardly that could take out a Pokemon that might otherwise be good. So, obviously going to take advantage of the rain damage, which doubles the damage of all water type attacks. And since Politoed is a special attacker, I'm probably going to go for a Scald, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam set. But since Politoed also gets a few different ground type moves, I think I'm going to drop Hydro Pump, which is like pretty much the best option for Scald, because Scald does have a chance to burn, and also Scald's gonna hit 100% of the time, which is better than like 70% of the time, because it can be pretty bad if it doesn't hit. And we're gonna have more potent special attackers that come on later anyway. So I'm probably just gonna go with the old Scald, Ice Beam, Mud Bomb, and then actually I'm going to do Focus Blast, because as much as I like tried to I had to like specially engineer certain moves throughout this team to combat very specific types, because I would get like run into by a Steel type and it would be game over. Like, even though it was like Thorns and shit, like those are Gen 5 Mon, I'm not gonna run into those against Mike, but I'm gonna play the team the way I built it, which is pretty much built to take on any type it needs to. There are a select few strategies that could probably see through this entire team peerlessly, and no, one of them is not electric or grass type, because we have Mud Bomb, we have Stab Water, not Stab, we have Stab Rain Boosted Water attacks, and let me tell you, it doesn't matter how tough of an electric type or aggressive you are, that shit's gonna hurt, especially if all these Pokemon have Ice Beam on them, which is, yeah, they all have Ice Beam on them. Actually, we do have one unexpected special attacker on this team that does not have Ice Beam, and instead has Psychic, and Fire Blast, actually. Fire Blast in a Rain Dance team, really. You know, because then the move would be like half as weak, but the thing is, you let the rain run up, and then you use it on Steel type, the Steel type's completely fucking vaporized. Gone. Never gonna see that thing again. So, that's pretty much why. We might have to do this in a two-parter recording for the screencast part, and I really didn't want to do that, but I'm taking way too much time here. Pretty much all of these Pokemon are built with official, like, Smoggin strategies, because I'm not so good at making strategies on my own, as it turns out, so I just use what other people have developed, and I adapt it to my own Pokemon. Swift swimmers in this generation, we pretty much have like Kingdra and Mantine, and like that's pretty much it. If I look it up here and I go to Swift Swim here, and I'm gonna pick from either a special attacker or a physical attacker, but for right now, if you go through, you'll see that like so far no Gen 2 Pokemon, not even one, except for Mantine and Kingdra, and then after that, there's just like none whatsoever. Like, there's like literally none. So we're gonna actually go with the OG Kingdra. Kingdra is a, if you guys have watched any of my Rain Dance videos before, you'll know that Kingdra is a mainstay. Like, Kingdra is like actually one of the best Pokemon I've ever had on a Rain Dance team. Like, of course, I always keep Ludicolo around because Ludicolo is my favorite, but like literally Kingdra is disgusting. Kingdra is a beast in the rain. I could give Kingdra Life Orb to do more damage, but that might sacrifice him a lot earlier, but it is pretty much the best way to go, because if I have a Life Orb on a Kingdra who already has pretty good speed and special attack in the rain, it's pretty much just going to destroy the opponent like that. It's just going to shred through it like butter. So we're going to go for the standard. We're going to have Scald, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, and Draco Meteor, which is everything but Ice Beam is stab, but Ice Beam is just good coverage for, of course, grass types, which Kingdra aren't weak to grass types because they are Water Dragon type, so they're just neutral damage, but, you know. Next up is going to be Mantine, whatever the hell, and I'm going to give Mantine leftovers. Mantine is actually pretty much just going to be a wall, and I don't know what you're saying, like, why a wall? It's 4 times weak to electric type, and, like, you have no idea, like, if you go on OU, and you use one of these teams or something, and, like, everybody just throws out their Tapu Koko, and they're like, I want to take your whole team out, and then you wipe out their Tapu Koko, and then you just slay their entire team like that. Like, trust me, it's happened like 3 times. We're gonna go for the old Hydro Pump. We're gonna go for Air Slash, because having, you know, grass types coverage, bug types too, even though those aren't really much of a problem because you could like one-shot any one of those with a Scald. Then we're gonna go for Roost. And I think I could do like a defog kind of thing, but like I don't really want to fuck with that. So I think, can it get Ice Beam? It can, but we could just throw Scald on it instead. Nah, we're just gonna go Ice Beam, Hydro Pump. Nah, actually we're gonna go Scald, Hydro Pump. It has the Air Slash for coverage and everything. I don't really think it'll need such a powerful water move on it. Fast Special Sweeper, sounds good to me. Even though I kind of wanted it to be a little bit bulky. Next up, we're pretty much shit out of luck with Swift Swimmers. If you guys don't know what Swift Swim is, it's an ability that makes Pokemon's speed doubled in the rain. So if you have a Pokemon like Kingdra, I think it's like speed caps out somewhere around 300, and then you throw it in the rain, it's got like a speed of like 600. And let me tell you, there ain't no fucking Pokemon going up against something with a speed of 600. Like, if you go to speed and you go to the best speed in the game, the highest base speed for it is Deoxy's speed, which is 180. And like, that'll be pretty high once you get all the IVs in there, all the EVs or whatever the hell, and you get everything tapped out, but it's not going to be over 600, trust me. Like, in the rain, a Swift Swimmer can't be outmatched, unless it gets outmatched, then you're in trouble, but it usually doesn't happen. Next up, we're going to go for Azumarill, one of my favorite Pokemon, actually, and I know you guys are thinking, like, why the fuck would this thing be one of your favorite Pokemon? It's like Peekaboo, and I was like, no, screw you. Here's why. Throw a Citrus Berry, get huge power on that. It's already got great potential, as you can already definitely as you can already see. Then you get Aqua Jet, stab priority in the rain. That shit's gonna be a base power of 80. That's Waterfall right there. That is Waterfall. Also, Waterfall is a really good move, but we're not throwing it out. We're gonna get that Play Rough, and we're going to get Knockoff, which is pretty good coverage right there. And then we're gonna get Belly Drum. So pretty much what you're gonna do, throw this thing out, Belly Drum it up. It'll get rid of half its health, but its attack will go up 4 times. It already has huge power, so its attack is like literally insane. And then Citrus Berry itself back up, get to 75 HP, and then just Aqua Jet your way to safety. You'll be fine. Unless, of course, you get killed until that happens. Before that happens. It's pretty easy to take out an Azumarill before they can get that spread up. If that thing survives like 1 or 2 turns without getting toxic, and it gets like its thing up, like your whole team, like kiss it goodbye, it's gone. Whatever it doesn't kill with Aqua Jet in one hit, it can probably take out with either Knockout or Play Rough in 1 hit. Play Rough, of course, being 90 base power, and also it's stab, so your chances aren't looking too good. Alright, we have 30 seconds left on the clock for the KineMaster down here. Sorry, that's my editor. For the Screencast-O-Matic. So I'm pretty much just going to chat you guys up, and we're going to continue this for just a little bit longer. Our Pokemon that comes next is going to be Slowking. This is the Pokemon that I was talking about with all the coverage moves earlier. So once we get back, we will cover Slowking. So pretty much, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause this recording right here. And I'm going to pause this recording right here. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Hey guys, welcome back. That was, for you that was like, what, like a second? For me that was like 2 hours. But I'm back now, and as I said before I left, Slowking is our next option. Now Slowking obviously doesn't have Swift Swim, which kind of fucking sucks, because Swift Swim is literally like, if you get a good special attacker or a good attacker in the rain with Swift Swim, it's game over. Waterfall or Scald, they're out of there. But Slowking doesn't have Swift Swim, but Slowking does have really good coverage for no reason. Because we're going to be loading Slowking up with nothing but attack moves, we're going to go with the Assault Vest so that it has a higher special defense, so that it can possibly tank a Thunderbolt, an Energy Ball, or a Shadow Ball or whatever. The only really big problems I can see with the Slowking, Slowking doesn't hit as hard as I would like. Slowking actually kind of hits kind of light. So like if you go up against like another Psychic type and you use like a Shadow Ball, like they're probably going to out Shadow Ball you. You probably can't use your Psychic attack to take out like a Gengar. So your best bet with Slowking is pretty much just to like lob as much water at them as you can. With that in mind, we're going to go for Hydro Pump over... Okay, Hydro Pump. Oh, it doesn't get Hydro Pump. Right. We're gonna go for Scald. That's what I meant. We're gonna go for Psychic. We're gonna go for Ice Beam, and we're going to go for Fire Blast. Now, I know what you're thinking. As I mentioned before, Fire Blast, that's kind of dumb. You're in the rain, so it has half damage, making it as effective as, like, a shitty flamethrower. An axe can flamethrower. That's how effective it is. So, pretty much, the best thing you're going to be able to do here with this Fire Blast is wait for the rain to end, switch in right after it ends, or have it switched in as the rain ends, and then Slowking can pretty much hammer any steel type with a nice Fire Blast and probably take it out in one hit. In regular OU, if you use that against the Ferrothorn, that thing's going to be gone in 2 hits if it hasn't already taken any damage, so don't even worry. Our final Pokemon is actually another water type, but it is unexpected, as I thought that this was a Gen 3 Pokemon, but it's actually a Gen 2 Pokemon. That Pokemon is the water electric type, Lantern. Not very good in a lot of aspects, but great in 2 distinct aspects. The first of which is Volt Absorb. Volt Absorb is a godsend on a Rain Dance team, because a lot of people just assume that you chose all water-type Pokemon and didn't even think about it, the fact that you could get, like, absolutely diminished. Oh, I just got the notification! Mike is premiering his team building video in 30 seconds! Good for you, Mike. Good for you and your streams. I'm just gonna hang back and do this the old-fashioned way. Make the video and then throw it up. If you guys are, I don't think this will go up in a half an hour, but by the time this is up, Mike's video will probably be over, so go and check that out. I will link it in the description. Go check out Mike's channel as well. That'll be in the annotations and everything. Mike is my co-host for this tournament, which is the Johto tournament. Real quick, I know this is kind of late to throw in as an announcement, because now that we're like 17 minutes in the video, I'm only mentioning this now. A big thing that both of us left out of our videos regarding the rules for this tournament is that you cannot use a Pokemon more than once. Once you've used that Pokemon, it's spent. Because otherwise you can use like the same team 3 times. And if I use this team 3 times, like, I don't think Mike would win. But back to what I was saying. Volt Absorb is a godsend on a Rain Dance team like this, because basically you send out your Pokemon like a Politoed or my Mantine or whatever, and somebody's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll just use Thunderbolt or Thunder and I'll kill it instantly. And then you switch into a Lantern and it absorbs the attack with Volt Absorb, and then a lot of the time it is an electric type, so you can't really retaliate per se, but you can just like do a few Hydro Bumps and pray that it takes it out. A lot of those electric types don't have a coverage move for somebody like Lantern. Like the only thing that you could really use against Lantern is, I believe Ground is the only thing that you could use, because it's resistant to Grass because it's electric type, so that neutrals out that damage. And I don't think Water is resistant to Ground, but I'm not sure. So you could probably take it out like an Earthquake, but I don't think an electric type is going to have an Earthquake because it's an electric type, so, you know. So Volt Absorb is 100% staying. It's a very important move. Next move we're going to do, I'm actually going to throw the Damp Rock on Lantern, and Lantern is going to be our second of 2 Rain Dancers. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to go for Hydro Pump. We're going to go for Hydro Pump, Thunder, because it has 100% accuracy in the rain. And then I'm going to go for a Volt Switch, and I'm going to go for Rain Dance. So basically, you can get this thing out on the field, it can absorb an electric attack, then it can use a Rain Dance, and then it can Volt Switch, or it can just use Thunder for 100% accuracy, or you can just use Hydro Pump to blast the enemy with water. but we're going to give that a bulky special sweeper status, and we're going to give that the male gender. That's going to be our guy. So, there it is, 6 out of 6 Pokemon. That is the team right there. We have Politoed, Kingdra, Mantine, Azumarill, Slowking, and Lantern. Pretty much this team is built for one thing: getting out on the field in the middle of the rain and obliterating the enemy team. Some strategies work a little bit more directly than others, like Kingdra. Pretty much Kingdra with the Life Orb and all those good moves is pretty much just there to annihilate the enemy team. The same goes for Azumarill with the Citrus Berry. But a Mantine or a Mantine or whatever, with Roost, it's definitely there to just like constantly replenish itself and slowly whittle down the enemy. And there are a few more choices that I could have made on this team that you guys are probably thinking of right now. I'm sure a lot of you watching this are probably thinking, why the hell aren't you using Suicune? Suicune's a water type, Suicune's a Gen 2 Pokemon, it has really good special attack and special defense, you can do the cool Scald, Calm Mind, and I think it's like Recovery or something like that, set up, and you can pretty much just sweep the entire team and just like be a wall. And you're right, I could do that, but that's kind of a cheap move to play, and I don't want to waste this good team. This is like, towards the end of the tournament when I'm running out of ideas, of course I'll employ strategies more like that, but right now, I just want to use the best raw power, non-legendary kind of combination that I can. Later on, I guess I can use that strategy, but I feel like it would be wasted in this battle, because, like, this team is a Rain Dance team, not a switch into Suicune and then just use Calm Mind and Scald until the entire team is dead team. And I really don't want to waste that on this. Like, if I do that, like, Jesus, I'll probably just do, like, some random team that supports Suicune or whatever. But for now, we're doing this. This is the Rain Dance team that I am choosing to use in the very first round on Wednesday. Unless I make another team before that. But then I'd have to make another video before that to like, make the team. And I don't really think we're going to mess with that. But this video is topping out over 20 minutes now, so I gotta go. And I'll see you guys in the very next video. Thank you for watching this, the first ever team build for the Johto tourney. As I said, Mike's is coming out in like 25 minutes. I don't know if it'll be 25 minutes from when you watch this video. It probably won't be, but it's coming out soon. So go check out Mike's video, check out my video. Of course, we won't be watching each other's videos so that we don't build our teams to counter each other, but I'm not even worried about it. So, thank you as always for watching this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, you know, whatever. Turn on the notifications for my channel if you want to see more from me, if you want to see the remainder of this tournament, and stick around until the end through the annotations if you want to see my last video, if you want to get to Mike's channel faster, or if you want to see the entire playlist that we have for this so far. So far, there's only one video up, which is the announcement trailer, but that's a pretty damn good video if I do say so myself. So, until then, I have been your gracious host Okamizu, and I will now be signing out before this video reaches 25 minutes. See you guys in the next one. Okamizu out.
You are me, and I'm a little sick right now, but I swear when I'm ready I will fly us out of it.